The Speaker, respected colleagues, our people are dying, our people have been displaced, both those who are in the military and those who are in the armed forces and those who are at home. The Speaker, respected colleagues, I want to say that there is every need for us to review what is actually taking place. Today, Nigeria takes 52% of the criminality in terms of insurgency and whatever within the West African region. And like I did mention, more than 50% of it is within the north central of Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, what is happening has to do a lot with criminality. And I want to disagree with those who are bringing religious inkling into it. In every of these enclaves, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, you find Muslims, you find Christians, you find pagans, the ones that I know through operation have been caught. And I know that people are dying and people are being killed. Yes, if you go to Wase, the majority of the people that are being killed are Muslims. How do you define that? Eliminating Muslims? If you get to possibly Bokos, maybe the much number of people that are being killed are Christians. You define that as being genocide. This is where I want to say and bring the attention of all those. I watched the program yesterday and I saw the person on channel insisting that this has to do with genocide of Christians. And I said no. And I said no to it. It just has to do with criminality, and we must brand it as criminality. Otherwise, that division of religion will continue to have effect on us, and before we know it, we cannot tackle and deal with the problem effectively. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, as I'm speaking to you, within the armed forces, I once spoke here, I lost one of the most gallant Nigerian soldiers, my cousin, Colonel Bako, in the course of this. I lost my younger brother, same mother, in Bama. And today I will say, without missing words, that even as we try to solve issues, the vigilantes and those who volunteered, just 2 weeks ago, I lost my nephew. So I know what it means, and I speak with pains. Let not the political aspect of what people are trying to divide, the little gain we are having in terms of democratic dividends, be scuttled by those who do not want democracy to strive. And so they are doing everything to ensure that we do not have peace. And, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I want to say that, and bring the attention of this parliament, this is one other area we must settle. The issue of indigenship, citizenship, is one very key area that is dividing this country. Most of us here, those who are privileged to travel to America, I don't want to call their names, will have their wives pregnant, and they will carry their wives to America. Within 6 months, they will give birth there, and they will have citizenship of America or Britain. But here in Nigeria, you will have somebody who is born, bred, his grandfather, and at the end of the day, you say, no, he's an indigenous of that place. I mean, it's funny. And I think this is one key area that is dividing us, that is causing problem, that we must solve this problem constitutionally if we mean well for this country. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I want to also plead that the issue of policing and other security recruitment, like my brother Maki mentioned yesterday, diligence have to be carried. We have had situation. My brother, former chairman of defense, and my very good friend Betera, will bear me witness. There were moments in time when, in the process of recruitment, Boko Haram were found in the list. Other criminals, armed robbers, gangs were found in the list of Nigerian Army and police. There has to be a thorough way of ensuring that when we are recruiting, those of us that are politicians are recommending, should recommend people of good character and integrity. That's the only way we can resolve this problem and solve this problem. And I want to also allude to the fact that, maybe bring one example. The former SGF of Nigeria once was in an airport, and he saw somebody that he knew as an armed robber wearing Nigerian uniform. He ordered for his arrest immediately. These are part of the problem that we are being faced with. You find a criminal in the system, and before you know it, whatever you do, you cannot have the problem resolved. So we must change the system and way of our recruitment. Yes, as politicians, it's good to recommend, This is what we are here for. But when you are recommend people of integrity, people that will have minimum standard and ensure that we give the best services to our country. The number of policing is far below the UN recommended position. And the quick example I will give, Mr. Speaker, and respected colleagues, that in a very small country called Egypt, where the number is not up to 100.
We can wait for you to get
100 million.
Look for it.
You have recruitment of police officers more than 1 million. Or 5 million, sorry, 5 million. Here in Nigeria, you go to communities, you traverse more than 30, 40 kilometers. You cannot get even a police station to report an issue. This one has to be done immediately if we mean to solve this problem. And I was thinking about Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the effort, Mr. President. I appreciate his concern. This is one other institution that people are saying. Withdraw VIPs. It's not about the VIPs. When you give criminals police to guard them, this is where I thought we should have listened. The withdrawal the order that has been given, I think, if we are not careful, there will be more now, because I watched a film of a video of one of the kidnappers or bandits boasting that they are going to get the head of Mr. President, they are going after politicians, and they are going after, and these people are unrepentant. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I want to say that without missing words, that those of us from the north here and the north central, the heat is more than what you can think of. There is no politician or person of public office that has integrity. There is no contribution. It's not about the money getting from state and local. No, including our pockets. We have to support the system so that we will have peace in our society. But the peace is not yet gotten. And it's far from it. So I want to appeal that order, there's need to review that order. It's a good order, but the categorization has to be spelled out. Because before you know it, this house will again come back faced with the same problem of kidnapping and whatever you have it. I don't think there's anybody that will say, I can travel with my eyes open between here and Jos. Once it is 6 p.m. to get to Kefi, I'm scared because I know what is happening. Kidnapping happens virtually every day. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, in 1 year alone, bandits collect ransom of about 5 billion naira. This is fantastic. 5 billion. And in 1 year alone, 30 facilities were recorded in terms of death, killing within our own society. In 1 year alone, sir, in 1 year alone, or within the Boko Haram threshold, what we lost is more than 30,000 people that are killed on the process of this banditry and whatever. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, the issue before us is more than what possibly we are looking. The gravity of it is so endemic that I think and I pray that at the end of this, it will not be one of these rituals that will come, speak, document, and nothing will take place. My prayer is that we look into it holistically. That I did mention we need to go and have some work, and even when it comes to releases, the budget we made last year, almost 30% of the budget, almost 30% is supposed to be for security. If there are releases and there are proper execution of what was supposed to, I think we might have some problem. I want to believe that there's need to scrutinize this budget, and I'm also recommending, sir, apart from what we are doing, that there is need to call the service chiefs for us to go into executive session, discuss this matter, because not all the things we are supposed to say can be said outside. There is need for the House to call the service chiefs. There's need for the House leadership after this one to interface with the Mr. President to ensure our recommendations do not go. Do not forget, sir, in the 9th Assembly we had security summit. Recommendations were made, but what has come out of it? Nothing. Mr. Speaker, respectfully, the number of people we have lost in terms of senior personnel, even during the civil war, we do not miss our men of the services in that country. The last is about the issue of synergy. What happened in Kebi It's almost the same thing everywhere. And I want to recall to the Parliament that the Department of State Security Service are always up to their own responsibility. And I do not miss that word. They are always up to responsibility. The example was before the attack of Kuje prison, there was a report. Those who are supposed to implement neglected. The same thing happened now in Kebbi. There was a report, and the Security Council meeting was held at the state. At the end of the day, there was a directive, but an hour before the bandits struck in, the people on ground withdrew. This is one other area that we must look into. There must be synergy, there must be collaboration between all our security agencies. Otherwise, it is going to be an exercise in futility. And I have never seen a country like ours, where you neglect the advice of your own intelligence. It's important that we take them serious. It's important. As far as I'm concerned, if we are taking the security intelligence reports seriously, the crisis in Plateau State and other places may not have taken place. The last is about our judicial system.